This may or may not take a while. So, while we have this moment, let's talk about content. Warning, this contains content. So, as you may or may not know, there is a lot of content on the internet now. And some of it now is made by robots and machines, artificial intelligence. And it's very hard to discern the difference between the two. So, put this down here. And I can do. So, we see all this content around. Some people on OnlyFans, some people on Instagram, they're not really considered what we know as our being, right? Anyway, so much content nowadays is coming from this place of creating on the spur of the moment. I decided that the only thing I'm going to create on the spur of the moment from now on, and I'm going to make a note of it and say it when I do create content so you can keep me accountable. The only thing I'm going to make on the spur of the moment about it is content because oh, and improvisation. I will always improvise singing and music, so there'll be music. So here's the thing: a lot of people doing content mm, don't exactly have a strategy or a clear strategy and plan. Like maybe they've started the, and myself included, I've been here. They've started the strategy, they've started the plan, but they have not specifically put it into place in the sense of beginning with the end in mind. A lot of people use content like companies, they use it for marketing and sales for business, right? And there are other reasons for people to create content. Some people create content for followers and likes and influence, and other people create content to promote some event. Not necessarily sales. Most of it is marketing, right? I say content predominantly is marketing. It is also sales. The sales happens further down the buyer's journey or the pipeline. I can show you an example of a buyer's journey or pipeline or customer journey, pipeline, etc. You just kind of think like, okay, here's the point of sale. This is where the customer buys. What needs to happen to get there? And a lot of that online digital could be like, okay, you have social media and you see content. That content on social media, the sale happens outside usually of social media or goes outside and comes back to social media. Usually you have like the content on social media that brings them to opt into an email list or to attend an event on a Facebook group or something different, like outside of social media, in-person event. And then from there, you have a opt-in for email, you follow up in the emails. Opt-in via DM messaging, you follow up in DMs. I can like put a diagram somewhere in the community post and you can look at it there. What's happening now is that a lot of people now, myself included, post content for the sake of content. Or they post content in the spur of the moment without a clear strategy, without a clear plan, so they can't really track or they don't know how to keep content from taking over their lives. Like content is used thing that's consuming everybody's time. Speaking of consumption, another thing is notifications. Getting notifications from places like social media or where content is produced. Too many notifications. I'm moving this down. I have a confession to make. I like the look of my own face. I don't think it's the best face. I don't think it's the worst face. I like it. I like to see my face on camera. I like editing videos. I just find that I want to find a way to get quicker and quicker so that I can continue it. I also like the look of other people's faces on video. I also love to take photos and to edit photos and to do anything cinematography, videography, photography, everything visual. I'm quite a visual person. So for me, it's a lot of fun to create content. I like, you know, I go on Canva and I've done graphic design since I was like 7 years old. Another thing, I like performing. I like writing. I like drawing. I like creating, in general, this idea of creation, whether that's digitally or physically, like crafts and art and so what have you. It's something I enjoy. So, other part of that, ADHD and addictive personality, I can find myself consuming content, a lot of content. I can find myself getting lots of notifications from different content. ADHD at play. From different content creators. And I really need to like go through this process of like muting everything. And I'm setting the intention to be really intentional. Setting the intention to be really intentional. I don't think intention is enough anymore. I felt like I've been intentional all this time. Now what is needed is strategy and impulse control and inhibition. Something like this. Self-discipline. We need to be more strategic with our content, people, especially those who can impact others the most. So think about it. What is it that you want the person who is receiving this content? There's a difference between receiving and consumption. I think consumption is when it's like, um, kind of like without context and planning and strategy, right? But there's somebody who can plan to receive your content, which is why you have a strategy and a scheduling. You say, I'm going to post this and this and this, and then I try to do at least one live once a week. Sorry, one live. One short once a week. Sometimes I will do a video every day. That's all I can say now. Like, I don't know which day for sure. Sunday, I remember I said Sunday I wanted to do this one short. I need to update lots of equipment. I have um, another like strategy which goes on outside my business, but this for one family, or soon to be one family, one place, one time. Now one family at a place and time. This place is for fundraising for family businesses. So this place is to help family businesses internationally, especially those in lesser developed countries, so that they can afford healthcare for their families, so that they can afford to pay rent for their families, so that it's not like bills, sleep, and stress. It's like no healthy relationship in the family because everything is so unstable and so on. So helping families learn to create content, around families. And it's families and holistic businesses, which is like um, traditional and energy medicine businesses. I can get into that in another video. My point is now, I just plan to come on here at least once a week, do an improv. And I would like to at least once a month come on and do a detailed training. I just have a bunch of tips and stuff. In my business, I do energy for the energy. In my business, I look at how you can bring yourself to a state of simpler, calmer, clearer, and fuller energy. And that's like something you can find out in your own time. In this video, the main thing I want you to take away is think and plan and strategize through your content. It will help you become a better leader. It will help you feel more respect for the content that is there and not just consuming it over and over again. You will receive it differently and you will be able to, if you want to make sales, make sales. If you want to get to a certain milestone, grow a community, whatever it is you're aiming to do, content can help you when you plan it. It's not just a wing it in the spur of the moment. I dare you to join me on this challenge actually. The only time you're going to make content is about content. If you're going to make content in the moment, make it something about content that you can help others better their content, or you can help yourself in the future watching it, yourself in the moment. Maybe you could just be sharing where you are with your content creation process. That's going to be like a challenge, like for the next 6 months, right? Now till the summer solstice, what is that, June 21st? No, summer solstice is June 21st, 5 months. For the next, we'll say 6 months anyway, until July. I want you to really, really, if you think now, I don't care what business you're in. I don't care. Like you could be doing health, you could be just doing content for influence, you could be in business, the business of business, business of fitness, you could be in the business of wealth and finance, you could be whatever, I don't care, products, drop shipping, everyone, every industry, all over the place. What I want you to do is if you're a one person business or starting out in content marketing and you're kind of not hiring an agency, winging it, social media marketing and so on and so forth, if you would like some agency help them, Mm, what I want you to do is every time you think, no, I want to get more followers, you could be just like a 15-year-old in your bedroom, right? Every time you think, I want to get more followers, and I'm going to do this thing in the spur of the moment to get more followers, what I want you to do is post content about content. Then turn off all your notifications. You don't need to see it when you're not on the app. Mute them. So on the app, say Facebook or YouTube, for example, you can have notifications come in. Just keep them muted so when you're not on the app, you're not receiving notifications to your phone or your device, your tablet, your computer from the notification distracting you from whatever it is you're doing. When you want to find out what notifications you have, you can go onto the app and open the notifications and make it even more deliberate and strategic. Choose and tailor which notifications you want to receive from whom. So that's what you're going to do minimum between now and July. Next, you're going to work backwards from what it is that you want to say you want someone to follow you. In marketing, there's something known as a call to action. You're going to put in your about me, your bio, somewhere, like and follow, and make it easier for them to do it. So if it's in the video, I'm going to add mine now. Click the like button so that more people get to view this video. Click the subscribe button if you would like to be notified when there's new content about this. And comment down below, yes, I am on this challenge. Just say yes if you're on this challenge. Just the words YES. Yes, and I want you to say you are on this challenge to yourself now. I am on this challenge. I'm going to do this and I'm going to get some organization. Now, I have something very, very special. Very, very special. Fuller fuel energy. Some people are, it's a physiological thing, it's a nervous system thing. They're wired in such a way that addiction and impulses and all these patterns of not being able to use the executive function in brain or the left prefrontal cortex to think deliberately and strategically and plan and be leader. Some people are born to not be able to do that. After I post this video, I'm going to dice it up into shorts. And, I'm being deliberate about this now. This might be the most important part of this video, shorts now. I don't have notes, but I know this topic inside out. So I would say for you to make bullet points if you need guidance and take notes here now. I've got my pen. I'll give you a pen. You take notes, okay? Okay, so when you're not able to use logic, the other part of your brain, it's very difficult to have a relationship with time that allows you to plan yourself as oneself or as your series of selves, collection of selves, because you have more than one self identity or your state of being, your domain of being. When you have this issue, with the left prefrontal cortex, you cannot imagine consequence in the same way. You cannot see the projection of the future. And this is where it's very difficult to maintain, to succeed in school, for example, to succeed in um, business or work or career, profession. And it's a drain in your energy because a lot of it feels like an emotional fog. It feels more heavy um, and undetectable, and you can't unclear, vague. You can't see through it. So I do not offer this for free because it's a freaking years of research, my own and other people's. It is a gold mine. I do, however, consider each circumstance individually and find a way to help a person going through this who is genuinely ready to make the most, because you know how terrible it is to be otherwise. And it's like, if you have, it might not be you, if you have a daughter, son, a sister, a friend, whatever, somebody like this, if it is you, and you've been consuming content and you've just landed on this somehow somewhere within the algorithm and search functions that exist in the ether, Web3. If this is you and you're like, I have ADHD, or I'm autistic, I have impulse control issues, I have focus issues, I have concentration issues. You just feel like anything that happens, shiny objects syndrome, you're being pulled one side to the other. So this is you. I need you to very seriously, very, very seriously contact me. You can find it, like, contact me in the comments, just comment me. People usually say don't give them more than one call to action. This is like a bunch of call to actions in different videos. Comment me. Comment me. I want you to thrive. It's gonna be looking at how you speak with yourself, looking at your energetic biofield, your energetic bodies that have memories of this lack of cohesion throughout time, assessing those and really addressing those like no one has ever, probably up until this time in your life, if you're still here going through this conception wheel. I'm on this journey of addressing this. I'm very close to reaching the center, reaching the penultimate. So I will just recap. You do not have to be stuck in the consumption wheel. You can learn to lead and be strategic. You just have to be pretty freaking determined about it. And the only content I want you to make on the spur of the moment from now on is about content. So go fully pro. So fully yours, fully. Serafina, one family. By one family.